Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome back to episode 2 of our Dungeons & Dragons campaign. A couple of little changes this time around. Two of our players weren't able to make it to this session. We were able to get a substitute for one of the characters, but unfortunately our efforts to get a substitute for the second character didn't really work out, so we've sort of kind of just written one of the characters out. You'll see for this particular adventure, but it's not going to impact anything in any way whatsoever. The other change is that for the first video, I actually spent a lot of time editing the video after the fact. It took me more hours to edit the video than it actually took us to play the video, just to try to take out a lot of the little pauses or maybe some of the side discussions that weren't entirely relevant. This time around, I didn't edit the video just because it's just too much of a time commitment. So if you're wondering why there are more pauses and hemming and hawing, that's why. Hopefully it doesn't detract too much, but it just wasn't feasible to continue. Anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoy. Thanks. Alright, now does anyone want to provide a recap for what has happened so far? Have you watched the 4 videos that are online already, Caesar?
I didn't watch the 6th part, but I watched the 5th. When you guys first started fighting the dragon, that's as far as I got.
Oh, okay. Well, so you pretty much are on board with the story so far. Obviously, this battle ended successfully. The Rage Drake didn't end up doing much, and on further...
Basically, I raped him.
Yeah, well, we don't like to talk about that. It was very traumatic. But no, basically what happened actually is that I made no fewer than 3 mistakes in managing the Rage Drake, which I noticed upon reviewing the video, and I was like, oh, yeah, he should have been like way more deadly. Plus, I rolled bad, of course.
Yeah, Quill's macros stopped working, and with that went his ability to roll good rolls. So he just
yeah, well now he's got his macros working, so...
What? Wait, what? Why didn't
Fuck
anyone
my
tell
life.
me? Oh, fuck! Look at that!
Yeah.
20 versus AC, 19 damage? Oh wait, that's not 19, that's 19 plus... Oh fuck, it is 19.
Fuck you, Quill. Look at this bullshit.
Alright, so at this point, you guys have just finished this fight. You, of course, our brave paladin, Travok, has run off, trying to chase down the goblin, despite the calls of the party to stay back. And the rest of you have pretty much thought, okay, well, it'll be suicide if we all run off. We're going to stay here. We've got a mission to do. He's crazy. He's a dwarf. What are you going to do?
Just to put in, I'm right now looking at the cabin. Oh, there we go.
In the top right corner, you can also change maps from there, from the little pull-down menu, but it's fine.
Alright.
Now, here's what you guys have to figure out at this point. You know that there's a possibility that other goblins may have heard you out here fighting, or at the very least that the other goblin that's run off might have alerted someone. You're also somewhat hurt, and you have used the ritual to double check, and you've confirmed the Sling Stone is not here. However, you still had, at least some people had expressed a desire to look around this place, maybe for treasure, or maybe for some of those books that you're looking for Chiriona. You haven't even looted the bodies. Now, the way a few of these things are resolved, for example, healing, if you guys want, you can take a short rest at this point, which is about a 5-minute rest. It will allow you to spend healing surges to heal yourselves up. And Erevan, you can also spend healing surges to heal up your wolf. That will also stop it from being, say, unconscious and bleeding to death. But that means sitting here for 5 minutes, taking that rest. You could also, maybe you could loot the goblins and such while you're doing that, but searching the actual mansion would take longer.
So everybody take 5 minutes, search the bodies, and then we'll move up into the mansion for the books then. Unless you guys want to go look for the Sling Stone.
Loot.
Loot.
Loot. Fine. Loot's what we're gonna do. So we'll take the 5-minute rest and loot the bodies.
Alright, so everyone go ahead and take a short rest. If actually, it doesn't matter. I was going to say you've got a macro on your character to do it, but there's no point in using it necessarily. At this point, you can heal yourselves. Use your plus HP button and make sure that you're healing yourself for your healing surge value and using a healing surge every time. For Erevan, you might just have to, I don't know, you'll have to heal Hanto manually, and then you'll have to spend a bunch of healing surges from yourself based on how much you heal them.
You'd have to spend more than one healing surge, or...
Yes, absolutely. You can spend as many as you have to, or want to.
Okay.
What do the red skulls mean?
Those are dead people. Also, the ones that have like the sort of stars on them, like the Rage Drake, that means he's technically below 0 hit points. If he's a player character, that means they're unconscious and bleeding to death, but not quite dead. Usually with NPCs, the way I work it is as soon as they hit 0, they are dead. The program just shows them differently.
Okay, looting is what we do.
Alright, so you loot. These people, you can pick up a few coins and trinkets and whatnot, worth 100.
Oh god.
What the hell did you just do?
What the fuck? How do I change it back?
Let me see here.
Wow. Oh, top right, I think.
Why are you gargantuan?
I don't know.
There you go.
There we go. Okay.
Yay.
So yeah, you guys have 120 gold pieces that you've collected off the bodies. There's various things. We'll just consider it coinage or other tradables. There is also an item which I will have to pull up. One sec. I don't remember what the... Let's see here. One more sec. What was he using? Ah, yes.
So I'll hold on to the gold, and we'll split this equally when we get back.
Or you could split
If
it
the
now.
paladin makes it out alive.
Ah, yes. That's right.
Yeah, we're gonna die. I'm calling it right here. Quill is gonna destroy us.
Alright. When you're looting around, Zenorin, of course, you are a mage. You are magically attuned. You right away are able to identify, well, I guess maybe you noted this during the fight itself, the mace that Hujat, the hobgoblin leader, was using, you feel is almost certainly a magical weapon.
That seems very important. Maybe we should take it. Well, can I use my Arcana check to identify what it is?
I'm just checking. I have to refamiliarize myself with exactly how you identify items in 4th edition. One sec.
Well, what's your Arcana check? Mine's like...
Yours is like mine, so you can do it.
Pretty sure mine's like 10.
Yeah, yours is 10, mine's 9. You do it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can indeed use Arcana to identify the properties of a magical item. It's a hard check, though.
Oh, fuck.
You
I
cannot
rolled a
do
fucking
it.
6.
You might want to let Zenorin take a
God
crack
damn
at
it. I need a macro, Quill. Can you loan me one?
Nope.
Oh, shit.
Does anyone else have the Arcana skill?
I have +5.
May as well give it a try. It'll be
guys.
hard, but...
I was
Yes,
reading
please.
the rules today. You could take take 10. So basically, you have, instead of rolling a d20, you already have 10 points and add your check. So you guys could have done that.
Oh.
You need to use
You
square
gotta put it in
brackets around your roll.
brackets.
And taking a 10 is a very, very good, very time-saving rule for a lot of mundane things. It's highly encouraged in a lot of situations. Unfortunately, you actually will not be able to succeed by taking a 10 in this particular situation.
Yeah,
Wait,
just
what-
bring it up.
What brackets?
The square brackets.
Square brackets next to the O and the P. On the
Oh,
right,
okay.
see the squares? Oh wow, it just gets better
Damn
and
it.
better.
God damn it.
All right.
I rolled a 6.
So you will not be able to identify the properties of this weapon until you get another crack at it, and that'll be after you rest, after you have an extended rest. So tomorrow.
Shit.
Okay. We'll take
I
it
guess we'll
anyway,
start
and we'll
exploring
give
the
it
building.
to. Yeah. Who wants to take it? Deacon or
I'll take it.
Grumden?
I'll
You're
take the
Professor
damn
Mindfuck.
thing.
You don't need a fucking warhammer.
Yeah,
Or
but if
mace.
I've got a giant warhammer that glows, that's the intimidation factor.
Okay, fine, you take
I'll
it.
trust it off to the mage or whoever. Not me though.
Okay.
Alright, I got it.
All right, but most importantly, no one's going to be using it at this time.
Yep.
Okie dokie. So that's your short rest. Everyone should be topped off. Yes, no? Well, Honto's a little bit down still. Are you going to be healing him? Oh, I guess you already did. Duh.
Yep, he only has 2 surges.
Alright, it's now been 5 minutes. You found some items. You sort of like groped at this mace and couldn't figure out its properties, but you do strongly suspect that it's magical. Now what?
Deacon,
Let's
Deacon, you and
search
Dwarf
this
should
room
lead the
right
way.
up here.
You want me to lead the way into the building?
Yes. Since you're pro at hitting things one-on-one.
Alright.
Alright, so this looks like it's probably just a generic storage room. The area that you walked in is actually a collapsed wall, but to the right is a nice big open double door. So it was probably a place to accept shipments. If you want, we can just resolve looking around this whole area as I don't know, some sort of perception rolls or something like that. You guys can very quickly try to just ransack the mansion as quickly as possible
Alright,
before the goblins come back, rather than
Yep.
going room by room here.
So
I have a
everybody just roll perception, I
six.
guess.
Who has the highest?
Everyone give it a roll.
I have
I
a
got
1.
3. Okay, everyone
Oh,
do it.
do we all need to roll one?
Yeah, everyone roll. And based on the number of people who succeed, wow, that is horrible, people. Oh my god.
Oh shit!
Only I semi-succeeded, I assume?
Alright, so you guys quickly rip through this place, and you don't
Shitty
find
roll.
anything else particularly notable. It looks like anything that was particularly valuable in the past has either been stolen or broken or otherwise ruined. However, in one place, you're quickly, again, you're going as quickly as you can. You're throwing, there's pieces of debris, and you're sort of just picking them up and chucking them aside and seeing what's underneath. And Zenoran, you do see a book. Now, it's a little bit moist. It's been, sitting in a pool of water, a little bit of mildew on it. But when you pick it up, you recognize the title as one of the books that Trion is looking for.
Yes, that's one book to the
Ka-ching.
collection.
Clutch.
Okay, so this took maybe another 10 to 15 minutes, and at this point you can sort of start to hear some approaching noise. You think it may be some loud goblins coming towards the mansion. It's a fair number of them. Like, a big number
Probably.
of them.
Oh noes.
Beat feet out of here, I guess.
Can we have a link to the map again?
Sure. Let me find that.
What are we hitting there? In a hurry to run off, we quickly discuss between ourselves where to run.
Remember we ran north
Should
out of this
we-
building?
Yeah, probably, but... So, we completely dismissed, going and talking to the locals? Or you want to do that anyway?
I think we
We
dismissed
could.
that.
We haven't seen the locals yet.
Because they're kobolds, and so I could talk to them with Draconic.
Yeah, and
Yeah, they're on the other
Jay
side of
has
town.
plus diplomacy. I don't know, I've been thinking about it.
They are on the other side of town from where you are. That's part of the reason you haven't seen a kobold
Oh,
yet.
okay.
Yeah, the kobolds are in the slums at around number 2 on that map, whereas you guys are currently at number 9.
We could lead a civil war or a revolution, whatever, for the kobolds
We
to take
could.
power.
And then we smash them afterwards.
Deal.
Kill their
I don't mind.
babies.
But we have to go through the temple and the ruins, I suppose. Library, sorry. On the way there, so should we just go 9, 4, 3? Or, since we're already at 9. What's number 7?
Number 7, let's see. Where's the map? Number 7 were the old stables. That's what they were.
We can go and steal some mounts, but I don't know. Or should we just head straight for 4? Which I assume is the library or the ruins? Temple ruins.
I don't know, I think we should go to the ruins. I don't really think we need stable or animals.
Number 4 are the
Yep.
temples.
Okay. So we run off south towards the temple then. Unless anybody wants to say anything else.
Alrighty.
That's fine.
I'll lead the charge like a boss.
Alright, so Kamiri will be
You
the
lead
first
the
to die.
tactical retreat.
No, shit.
Alright, that's fine. So we won't be using the map for a little tiny bit here. But clearly, yeah, so you guys are going to be navigating the ruins once more, and you know there's a large goblin force coming this way. So we are once again going to have to turn to some skill checks to allow you to navigate the town safely. Consider any skill you think might be applicable, and just come up with the usage for it, and then do a roll.
Dungeoneering. So as you said, make my way through the city, so I'll do a dungeoneering roll.
We've had some really shitty rolls.
You guys have done okay-ish on these.
No, I mean today.
Oh, well, yeah.
Sign of things to come, I guess. Oh god.
Oh god, foreshadowing.
Oh, yeah, dungeoneering, I think that's...
Boom, boom, firepower.
That's pretty good. You've practically got a holographic, like 3D map of the town in your head. You've sort of understood it so well, and you can easily
You
guide the
freak.
party through the town in such a way to avoid the return of the big goblin patrol. And you were going
Got
to the
some
library,
beautiful
was
mind
it?
bullshit going on with him.
Yes, library, that's what it was. No, not library, the temple ruins, number 4.
Okay, you want to do the temple first. Sure.
Is it not on the way? Yeah, we're gonna run past it, might as well take a quick look in.
Okay, give me a moment to pull up the appropriate stuff for it.
So I'm doing alright besides that first Arcana roll. I've been getting 20s and pluses, so not too bad.
Keep it up.
So there are actually 3 temples here. Trying to see what they are. Well, one of them has been utterly destroyed, and there's not much to say about it. The other is a temple to the god of the harvest, and the third is a temple to the goddess of the moon.
Well, sorry, what was the second one? Harvest God. I don't think they should hold what we seek, because they seem more for the minor race. So, should we go for Goddess of the Moon?
Yep.
Sounds right.
She hot?
Oh, yes.
Oh, alright, let's go.
She's usually depicted as wearing
Oh,
very
yeah.
thin, sort of diaphanous material and glowing from within, just like the moon reflects light.
I'm pretty sure
Does she
she
have
wasn't
insect
wearing
legs?
anything last I saw. Yeah, fuck. Incest legs. Don't want that.
Yeah, no. Okay, so you guys are going to have to cross through a little bit of an open courtyard to get to the temples themselves. At a glance, there are no visible goblins, but it definitely is appropriate to ask for some other kind of skill check here.
How about I use acrobatics check to climb on a roof or something to scout the area?
I like that. That works really well.
Oh god.
So
Like a boss.
you decide, yeah, it's a pretty good idea. You're going to climb one of the buildings you're next to right now to try to get to a higher vantage point so that you can gauge what's going on. As you scramble up the wall, and you're doing fine. The problem is these buildings are in such disrepair that you grab one of the stone blocks and start pulling yourself up, and all of a sudden it just dislodges itself. You're not so high up that you're going to hurt yourself from the fall, but there's a definite rumble as a few bricks fall loose and clatter to the ground.
Oh crap.
Uh-oh.
Can anyone do anything else?
I hope someone does.
I could do an insight check to think about the situation. Fuck.
Go ahead.
Assess the situation.
And don't you have high acrobatics as well, Deacon?
I have high athletics. I only have +2 to acrobatics.
Oh, okay.
I can do an endurance test so I can dig a hole really fast that we can hide in. Plus 11. That might be handy.
Wow.
God damn it! What the fuck?
Chimera,
That's a 1.
your insight
I rolled a fucking 1, Quill.
is not helpful here. I can definitely see an endurance check. You can pull something off for that.
Oh my god.
Quick, dig a hole. Our party is failing.
Shit, man. The only insight I had was just like, derp. And you guys were like, shut the fuck up. I was like,
I could use
I think we'll sabotage their dice.
yeah, now he's got
Yes,
his
he
king
might have.
macros.
I can do a religion check after he's done, since it's a goddess of the moon and everything. Oh, that's excellent.
Okay, well, the religion might come in handy later. For now, so this endurance check, yeah. Now, I don't know about just digging a hole right here, but what you can definitely do is you can push the party to try to run really quickly, and you do find some cover, and you're able to just some fallen both stone and boards and wood and everything. You're able to just like shove the party behind us and kind of cover things up. And wait there. And at first you're a little bit unsure, like what are we waiting for? But sure enough, a couple of minutes later, you do hear a set of footsteps come by. No, not a set, but a few footsteps come by, and you hear some goblinoid voices, just checking things out. And they come by, they don't see anything, so then they walk away once more.
Any rage drakes?
No, sir. Just a dozen or
Not
so
with one
goblins.
insight.
Thank fucking god.
Just putting a note there.
Have
I
they
could
gone,
take.
or are they still standing around?
No, they've gone. They just walked through this road after hearing some clatter.
I could use athletics to shot put like a brick or something way to the other side of the town. Try to make a distraction. Oh, put it out there.
Shot put.
Yeah, but they're not there, so I think we're clear to proceed, or do we need to do more skill checks?
Yeah, you feel like this patrol is now moving away from the area. They've done a pass, like they did a pass earlier than they meant to because they heard the noise, but they're now satisfied that there's nothing going on, so they are moving on to some other section of their patrol. Last session, you guys observed the patrols for a while and did an insight check, and you're able to get a handle on their sort of patterns that they do. So I'm going to continue to apply that here, and so you have a little bit of a sense of the fact that they're gone now, and you guys should be okay to go into the temple.
That was my insight check, by the way. What the fuck?
Okay, so do we need more skill checks, or can we move into the...
You can go directly into the temple. You want to go to the Temple of the Moon?
Yes, we shall go to the Temple of the Moon.
All right. What, you can't do a lesser than symbol?
No!
No, it doesn't work.
Maybe we should send
It's
the dog to
operand.
check in the ruins that are like
What
that
the
like
hell?
collapsed.
Blasphemy. Blasphemy.
It uses HTML for formatting, so you have to escape the ampersand
Oh,
or the less than symbol.
yep.
You have to do what?
Don't
even
worry
make
about
any
it, just
sense.
keep going.
Okay,
Yeah, witchcraft, that's what I thought.
so the Temple of the Moon is
Sacrifice a
definitely the
dead
most
animal.
intact of the three. You don't know what that first one was. It's just been completely smashed up. The Harvest Temple is really
Wait,
more of
wait.
like an open air platform, which seems appropriate. What you do know about the followers, I can't remember the name of that god, but they do like the sort of open air rituals and things. So there's not really much to say about that temple anyway. Whereas the Temple of the Moon is actually in pretty decent shape. There's definitely some graffiti on the outside, but mostly it's been intact. Let me see here. Oh yeah, it's Sahanin is the moon goddess.
Okay, cool.
Let me see, one more thing here.
So, can we use a scroll?
Yes, well, you will be able to, but you are going to want to do it probably inside the temple because it's most central. And actually, that's the other advantage to this one, is it's in the middle of the three. So if you use the scroll right in the middle of the temple, you should get the whole area. So
Okay,
presumably you guys are going to do that.
that's right.
I'd rather have you do that because I haven't rolled anything above a 15. So...
I believe in you, Kamari. Pull your weight.
That's
oh
your
my
fault.
fucking
Magic.
god.
Well, before we get
Heart
into
of
that
cards.
point, you guys walk in. I mean, it's not a particularly big temple. There's not a whole lot going on. You walk in the first area, and it's just a big, like, open hallway. But at the end of it, it does have a portcullis, which seems to be jammed shut. But there's a side hallway that you can take to get into the main ritual room, and it is a fairly decently sized room. It's about 10, 20. It's about 40 by 40, and the center of the room is dominated by a set of raised stairs. And at the top, there's a I guess a fountain is what you'd call it, which still has some water in it. And most of the room is really very nice. A lot of it is marble. It's a lot of sort of